welcome to another edition of Mind Blower Construction Update here at Fun Spot in Kissimmee. My name is Jim from WildGravityTravels.com, and we're taking a look at a lot of great progress here at Mind Blower. First of all, we're going to start with the station, which we've seen come along nicely over the past week. We see a lot of crossboards, almost basically like a floor, like a deck there for the station platform. Also the build-in of some more panels that will support track pieces. Kind of hard to see there through the darkness. Still active here this afternoon. We also see these railings. This is on the turn coming out of the station and going down into the lift. Now, something we're going to take a lot of looks at as we go along is the first drop, which is really starting to come in now. They put in these tall pieces just a couple days ago, so these tall pieces are very new to the site, and they are pretty much the tallest point, will be the tallest point on the coaster, which according to this sign is 82 feet tall. So that will be about 82 feet tall right there. The lift is actually going to go up in the blank space there to the right of that, but where you see those crossboards are, that's actually the first drop, or the start of the first drop. And as I said, we'll get a bigger look at that here in just a moment. Now, as we walk along here, we get another look at the station right here. And then workers are actively working on the track that comes back into the station right now. There's some workers right here. We can see the trackside pathway, maintenance pathway right here that has now been installed in a lot of places around, but a lot of bent and molded boards, board track coming into place. We're up ahead, we're even going to see some cross beams of the for the track supporting structure. Still no metal track pieces just yet. So here now what we're seeing is the cross beams just supporting. They're adding some more right now, which is what you're hearing. This is just going to be more support for the track structure. And here we see these boards. This will actually support the track itself. These two boards here running kind of perpendicular, or parallel rather, to each other, running parallel along the support structure here. And this again is going all the way right into that station platform. We'll take a look at the station from this angle. So here again one more time is the return track pieces, or return area supports, which go back into the station, which is what we were just showing you here. As we walk down a little bit, we'll see this cross track area coming out of the double down. And it's also getting some of its first pieces for track supporting. But right there, just beyond the return track, we're going to get a look at the, these are some more first drop supports. And then right here are some pieces just kind of hanging off, waiting for another support piece to be lifted up. So this is actually as close as we can get to the first drop lift hill tower. And you can see some pieces hanging off there. Clearly a sign that there is more to be added, more tall structure to be lifted into place. This was just what they got up yesterday or a couple days ago. And we'll get a better look at the first drop. I know it's kind of hard to see from this angle. We'll get a better look at that in just a moment. As we come back around and look this way, the 90-degree turn got a couple more key supports in place. Since last week, it also started to get railing, much like a lot of the track, the railing alongside the track there. So here again from outside the parking lot, we see the 90-degree bank turn right here. As I mentioned, a couple more supports up for that and the railing there. Pulling back out for a second, we're going to go up again and look at that 82-foot tall drop that's right here, or 82-foot tall tower. This may not again be the height, the full height yet. The lift hill will go up just right here where the blank spot is, and we're going to see that structure coming up in just a moment. Looks like they appear to be assembling it on the ground at the moment. So as we walk on down, we'll see the structures on the ground here. And lots of structure there going in. These look to be very complex, tall pieces, so definitely something that will be lifted into place. If you look kind of past the flags here as I zoom in, we could see more examples of the track pieces and first track supports going in there. Just boards that will run along. Those will be the first layer of support for the wood track. So now through all the noise we can hear right here, very complex, more support pieces going in, very similar to the multi-angled support pieces we see for the big tower. So my guess would be this is at least part of the tower. Could be for the lift hill, could be for the turnaround at the top of the lift. Not quite sure, but a lot of pieces being put together all at once. So likely we'll be seeing more getting lifted into place during the week. If we catch that, we'll bring that to you on our Twitter and Facebook pages. Again, here's a look at the double down and its progress. Now the double down we looked at last week, but it has developed with some handrails, some little details going into place. Apologize for the noise. As active construction site, very active right now, putting pieces together, supports going together every which way. Now right here's these pieces I was telling you about before. These are actually for that drop. So if we look at the drop right here, and then that will come down into those pieces right here. So one more time from the parking lot, we're getting a look here at the station platform and how it comes out. You can kind of see the curved railing there and goes into the start of the lift. We did show you the start of the lift last week, but now if you look very carefully here, and we're going to get another angle of this in just a moment, this is the first drop right here, and the valley of the first drop is right about where those three gentlemen are working. Just beyond them there, we can see the supports go all the way to the ground almost, and you can actually see the supports climbing back up now, coming out of the first drop. And we're going to get a full look from one end of the site here in just a second. One final look at the construction site. We see the lift tower there, or the first drop tower in the background there, and the station here on the left, the double down element on the right, and very quick zoom in to the cross element, the low to the ground high speed cross element that comes out of the double down and goes towards the 90-degree turn. We can no longer really see the 90-degree turn from this angle. However, we can see that lift hill right here. And if we look really closely, we can actually even see that first drop again right there and see the angle at which it will come at from up there. And one final look at the station. We still see those roof pieces sitting on the ground there. Likely won't be put in place for a little while, but they are ready to go. So this will wrap up our look at the construction site. Coming up next, as always, we will be over at the supply lot, taking a look from over there. So as we wrap up from the supply lot, I wanted to start by taking a look at those metal pieces, the white metal support pieces or steel support pieces. They actually looks like they've been organized and kind of pushed to the side. That could be to allow for crane parking or special supply parking. As we look at the first original supply lot that we saw here, we can see a lot of wood still sitting around, a lot of pieces being moved, obviously with the great progress over on the other side. So definitely a lot going on over there. Not so much on the supply lot today, no real action. It looks like they've pretty much got everything they need over at the construction site for the day. So we're not seeing much new development right now. So that'll about wrap us up here from Fun Spot Kissimmee. My name is Jim from WildGravityTravels.com. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube page so you can get all these videos, all these great construction videos. Fun Spot, currently we're also covering Volcano Bay, water park at Universal Orlando. A lot of exciting stuff going on there. So be sure to subscribe to us so you can see all of those great updates. Also check us out on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram as we post items that are happening as they are happening in real time as we see them. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns related to the project of Mindblower or anything else Orlando theme parks, be sure to hit us up on any of our social accounts and we'll be happy to answer your questions. Once again, my name is Jim from WildGravityTravels.com. Have a great week ahead, everyone, and we will see you at the parks.